finds any kind of punishment towards this cat to be abusive. I have to play the disciplinarian because I've come to figure out, just wait for everybody, if we had real children, they would look at me as the bad person because this human being would be like, no, it's okay, just...
Are you sure that's not just him being a hippie? We tried nothing, and we're all out of ideas, man.
Well, I kind of think of it as this, like, reverse, like, I'm German, but I'm also Polish when it comes to discipline.
He's germinating resistance.
I'm Polish and I'm more of a disciplinarian.
I'm Irish.
Anyway.
I'm Irish, so, y'all discuss me.
Well, we both have potatoes in our blood.
Yeah. Oh, the potato. Oh, we've got him in half a... Come on. Curses.
You can't announce the attack.
Well,
you need to come up with, like, eye signals.
I need you to read the subtext between the lines.
Okay. We'll get there.
What's up, everyone? I am the Kaiju no Kami, here with...
Krelika Kane.
Silver Quill.
We're representing the Toku and Animation News Network, and we are here to talk about King-Ohger episodes. What episodes? 12, 13, 14, and 15.
What's up, Ren? Ren Akiyama is in the background.
Oh, Ren is reminding us that this is really titled Game of Sentai. Sentai, it is Sentai, there's a Sentai. All the spandex, look at the colors,
But it's not spandex.
There are capes on their right arms now.
Put any cat toys on the couch to throw from to play with?
Maybe. No, actually I didn't.
You didn't prepare?
No.
You prepare for every goddamn movie we watch in existence, but you don't prepare when we're going to be recording.
Kitty, there's a kitty, it is made of all the fur stuff.
See? He's like all lonely.
He's also begging me to stop
Oh,
singing.
there's a pink ball right there.
Oh, yes.
So
Red.
when he wait till he comes back. Anyway, so we've got first episode where we get our full introduction to our new ranger,
Jeremiah.
who gives us...
No, Jeremy, not Jeremiah. Because Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine, though.
Okay, then.
You know the song, right?
I think I do, but it's been a while.
Oh, my God.
Right. Okay, so ignoring the peanut gallery, we've got an episode where nobody else transforms except for Jeremy, which was pretty damn awesome.
And I've come to the conclusion that Jeremy is my favorite actor, my favorite character of the show. No, favorite actor is still someone else.
Rock Lee's.
I was going to get there.
Spoilers, God.
I know.
But funny thing is, Jeremy, it strikes me as kind of those moods I would have as a kid. I thought if I was just really quiet and pouty, people would ask me what's wrong. No one does because no one's a mind reader like that. And he's expecting everyone to read between the lines of his elaborate story when he could just say the bloody thing.
I love...
Where's the fun in that?
So I love when we get to the point in the episode where he has tried to tell everybody hints without actually telling anyone everything. And once he finally does, and all five of them start off with you, and they're like, you could have just said that!
Uh-oh. Treachery! Treachery!
Nope.
We are under attack. We are not feeling good.
Ren!
There is an uprising from the undisciplined. He is now looking... Oh, he's up there now. We are easily distracted by the furred wonder that briefly appeared on camera. We hope you all enjoyed this rare sighting of Sir Ren.
It seems like the episode with Ren when he loses his memory and everybody comes out of the woodwork saying he's the problem. But anyways, I loved how everyone had an opportunity to like get to know him like briefly during that episode, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
And with the most hardcore lie detector in fiction.
So they start out by saying, "Okay, we gotta test this." So Gira, being our guinea pig, is tested with what's his face, Blue.
Yeah.
Asking, "Are you evil?" And he starts going on this whole diatribe, and lightning shoots down from Thundercracker.
And he's just like,
I thought they just made a deal with the Decepticons, but he doesn't just go boof. He just goes, and no one cares that he is lying there half dead. Actually, I think mostly dead.
Mostly.
And then they have Jeremy do the lie detector, and he's just going. Like, Rita's like, it's broken. So they go to the other person, he tells a lie, and everyone's all running like, oh my god!
Yeah, Shiokara is the assistant, and the guy is Yanma. I don't know why I forget Yanma. It's so easy.
And they get him like oxygen, not Yanma. Yanma's doing fine because he's still sitting in his gamer chair. But the assistant is like getting oxygen, and they're getting the defibrillator ready, I bet.
Yeah, they're about to do an AED.
And then he goes to
He gets abducted. Jeremy gets abducted by the worst ninjas you ever done seen.
Yeah, ninjas in very old worldly costumes with these Harlequin type masks on their face. You can tell like 10, 20 miles away where they're from.
It doesn't help that they also bow and say, please pardon us.
Yes.
And then I like later when they go back to their queen and they're like, I think we've been followed. They spotted us.
Our accoutrements may have given us away. And all the maids just, facepalm.
But they face palm in disappointment in themselves more than the fact that obviously.
Well.
But apparently, one thing that we did learn in these 5 episodes, I know it doesn't come 4 episodes, is that Sabas, his visage is mass produced.
Visage. Well, I kind of wonder, is he going to look like that when he's actually older?
Being the fact that Gira turned into him, it makes me wonder what he actually looks like.
Oh, he's probably got like long hair.
I don't know. You get enough makeup on, we could be twins. You might need a slight padding around the belly, but you know, and maybe shave a little bit. A lot.
I wasn't thinking about hair or anything. I was just thinking about that would take a lot of work because your bone structure is very different to his.
Put on enough padding and you'll be amazed.
Well, can we shave your arms and legs and back? Can I shave your back? I want to shave all men's backs.
Well,
that's my goal in life. I want to shave every man's back.
And what number are you up to?
0.
So, like, if I offered you shave my back, if I shave yours?
I don't have hair on my back.
As far as
we don't have confirmation of that.
Do I have hair on my back?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, you do.
I don't pay attention.
Dude!
I know, I feel like...
Wow. Wow. I think, welcome to counseling with the Toku News Network. Toku and Anime News Network. There's so many A's and N's in the whole blessed thing.
And T's.
There's only one T.
No, there's a lot of T's.
Okay, there's only one T for the main word.
Oh my god.
Toku and Anime News Network.
Toku and Animation News Network.
There are only 2 T's in the whole...
3 T's.
Toku Animation News
Network. Oh, T's! T-E-A-S-E!
I don't get it.
Are you serving us Earl Grey?
I want ginger, if I may, or peppermint.
I'm just teasing you.
He sounds like you're teed off.
Honey, I think you need to go back to pun school because you just failed the final
I think
exam.
you are just dumb.
You're a towel.
Oh, I got to use at work in a real life example just because, oh, you're a towel. Do I have a blender?
Oh, God.
I got to use that in a professional setting.
Marvelous.
Anyway.
And people actually laughed,
Yeah.
so it made me feel better.
So, I'm trying to remember. Nope, it's just Spider Knight versus Death Narok.
Yes.
And of course, we're in the romance period, the honeymoon of the Sixth Ranger, which is when they are unbeatable. And they can defeat even the head boss with nary an effort. Nary, I say.
And no critical hits against them.
It's a
And then,
dawdle.
well, he's also got his little spider, or his little Attack on Titan toaster machine going on, where he's got like the spider webs coming out of his legs, so he can just like jump around everything.
Best scene best moment of the episode is when he's about to explain his story again. Himeno goes to talk, and he shoots a spider web right on her mouth.
I thought the funnest part was when Gira, we're seeing his synapses go, remembering everything that Jeremy has said.
Oh, God, yes.
And it's almost like Sherlock Holmes. You're expecting like this a beautiful mind, and he's like, I have no idea.
I know. I was like, after all that buildup,
And Jeremy's like, seriously?
I actually had to say I was very impressed because I was expecting like just a normal Toku reaction of the red being like, oh, that's what you meant, and being able to explain it to the audience to give them a clue of what's going on. And no. I thought it was very brilliantly done to the point where I just wanted to throw something at the television and be like, you're all idiots!
Well, that's what Jeremy was saying to them all.
Yeah. But then that turns out that's a very presumptuous declaration as he's about to learn something important about all. And we, the audience, learn with him.
Well, yes, I actually like how we learn so much more. Sorry, he decided to run across the hallway, chasing after something that I have absolutely no idea what he's chasing. It's probably going to be another moth that he's going to drop right in front of me as an offering to the gods.
So you think you're the gods?
No, I'm not. I'm just a vessel to feed and clean up after him. But he pretends to give me gifts when he can.
And this is the enabler vessel.
Yes.
So, episode 13. Lucky 13. This is when we get the best Rockley's action.
Oh, with the...
So, as we talked about in our last review, we had the experience of watching Gira die and having Rockley's reaction
At his funeral, every time he was resurrected.
And so apparently Yanma is not immune to this still.
Nope.
He hasn't learned his lesson from the Gira dying where everybody comes up with their own interpretation of what's going to happen.
Bloop, burp. Bloop, burp, bloop, burp, burp.
Okay, the robot stuff was still funny.
Oh, yeah.
But, so Yanma, having gotten the henshin device from Jeremy, has decided...
For giving a good story, because he loved the story.
Well, we learned how Yanma became who he was. So we did learn a lot about Yanma, which I appreciated. But Yanma decided to take the whole trick thing and make a gigantic whoopee cushion pillow. Because when somehow he thought Rockley's would actually sit on the damn thing, which I knew for the fact that he wouldn't, that Rockley's would get embarrassed.
Let's see here.
What's up?
I'm still bugged by this whole Jeremiah. I mean, the subtitles, I feel like they said something, so I'm just trying to
No, they said Jeremy. Jermaie.
Well, I'm just looking to try and get... Although, man, there is Nothing, but everyone's calling it Spider.
Jeremy,
Night.
see?
Okay.
Jeremiah is spelled Jeramiah.
H. Yes, I understand how Jeremiah is spelled. Thank you very much.
Okay, anyway. But yeah, so we have Don't Even Think It.
I just grabbed his.
She just grabbed my hand. She doesn't understand the subtext.
No, I couldn't read between the lines.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, now don't break her arm.
It's fine.
In fact, he's actually leaning into it. Go. Oh, we're touching. We're touching.
Oh my God, you really are.
We held hands. Victory this evening.
Da da. No, what is it? Do 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 do.
Da 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 da.
But
But
what have I done? You're watching me. You should be watching him. Really? You're gonna get him?
Well, maybe not down that low. Oh, there you go. No, I gotta get him to double face fun like Rocklas in the imagined farting scene.
Oh yeah, he goes like this. And
Okay, so when we actually get to the throne scene, everything's going on, and we have them. They lower the thing, and Yanma kicks his assistant, not knowing the guy is not
his assistant.
not knowing that he's a Ragnarok in disguise, and as he's falling, he realizes he's gonna land on this whoopee cushion. And he's just like, okay, whatever. Falls, and it's just like,
I'll deal with it.
as everything is going on.
No, and what I think Yanma does that's so brilliant in his stupidity to try to save face is when we find out that Shiraoka is not Shiraoka, but a Bugnarok.
With this really interesting voice.
So what did you think of the vocaling of him?
Well, so underplayed, so almost raspy.
Well, yeah, I've never really heard them do that for a Japanese character's voice before.
Excuse me, I didn't really die that time. That too was an illusion. Who are you? What? You don't remember me? State your name, knave.
Well, it kind of reminded... I'm trying to think. There's a character I remember back in the day that had that very subjective, like apologetic type voice. I can't remember, but it's fine. But it reminded me of almost like a classic film type character that would be placating to try to like play both sides in a way.
Like someone Peter Lorre would play.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, exactly like Peter Lorre. And if you don't know Peter Lorre, you need to look him up. He's awesome. His daughter almost got kidnapped by the Manson family, found out who her dad was, and they backed off. Legit story.
So, okay, so yeah, we've got the bug guy, and then Jeremy's like, oh, hell no, and takes out all the King-Ohgers, taking their weapons, takes all the gods back that he gave to each group.
And the reason he does this, which I actually respect, because, well, one, he feels betrayed by Yanma for the fact that he gave Yanma, by even stating that this is something very precious to me. And it's so funny, he says, like, I told you this was precious, and kind of similar to like Gira, you see rewinding of it to the point where you get to where he says this, and you get to him being in Yanma of like, oh, did you? I didn't hear that.
Well, there's a slight difference. What he said was, this is from my mother.
Yes.
And he never explicitly said that. Again, he's wanting everyone to read between the lines. But even without that knowledge, taking a item offered in trust to create the world's most technologically advanced whoopee cushion is a pretty bozo move.
Yes.
But it was cool watching the way he was taking out all the Rangers. But yeah, he takes all his stuff back because given that he's half and half, he's pissed off because nobody's trying to make peace with each other. And then he kills or fake kills the monster. But then
wait. We kind of skipped an important part there.
What?
This is the advent of a god tarantula. And this thing comes down from the heavens, blocks out the sun for a second, and any arachnophobe in all of Terra is probably emptying their bowels at the sight of this thing.
And I thought it was so pretty.
I mean, it does look flippin' cool, but only if you're not deeply afraid of spiders. Because, good God.
Are you deeply afraid of spiders?
No, well, I can't say I'm a fan, but I'm not as afraid as other folks.
I'm not a huge fan of those that can kill me without effort.
All I know is I did think of the Spider Slayers from the animated Spider-Man series from the 90s.
Is it weird that I think of the very short-lived Spider Riders anime?
Is it very fair that I don't know any of these shows that you're talking about?
Ooh, well, here, I can play the theme song for you on my phone right now.
What?
You don't know the Spider-Man 90s cartoon series?
Oh, that show! I watched it with you.
That's...
I meant the Spider Rider.
Never heard of Spider Riders, but anyway.
Don't play the theme song.
We're good. So, we get to our next episode because...
No, one last thing that helps for the next episode.
Continue while I check the cat.
So we find out that...
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. This is nice and
cupboard.
warm.
Huh?
He's in the cupboard.
What? Hold on.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Just continue.
Chaos.
No, I wanted to see him in...
Go see. Go on.
Hold on.
No, don't stop. What treachery is this?
Can the camera actually see that?
I don't know, but...
Oh my god! You should see this. Get up.
I should see this?
Yes.
You should be... Here we go. Here we go. Here, kitty. Wait. Hi, Ren. Hey, Ren. How you doing?
What did I
Okay, put it back. Come on, cat.
The kaiju is not amused. Negotiations are broken down.
Okay.
Oh, the anti-disciplinarian is now locking his adoptive child in the cupboard. We have video evidence of bad parenting. What are you expecting? That he'll transform into... Is this like that the little Indian in the cupboard, that movie with the toy?
Oh, I heard about it. I've actually never seen that movie.
Okay, he's coming back. This is quality cinema right here. He is putting the cat down. He is seizing the camera. I am being accosted. Ren, you little seed stealer.
Okay. Anyway.
So where I was going with this before the cat interrupted and derailed this entire video is that that we see that tarantula actually has webbing attached to all three of the shoe gods. Mm-hmm. So he tricks so many people, because he tricks the Bugnarok leaders as well as the King-Ohgers, with saying that he doesn't know where they are or what have you, and he pulls them all out of the ground and uses them in a timed attack to defeat the monster. And when they all go up into the sky
as friends,
Gira thinks that...
Oh, we got a cat down?
Alright, just leave him.
No. People gotta see this. This is high quality. This is high quality cinema. Hello, Ren. Hello, how are you doing? How are you doing? He is extricating himself. He is destroying the Legos.
Alright.
So anyway, what I thought about this episode, this is now the Silver Quill show because, chaos is a ladder. Game of Thrones logic prevails. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Okay, so we're over here, and we're focusing
I think
over
I'm not in the camera anymore.
You're in the camera. Okay. You're over here. You're over here. The cat's up here. Do you want to comment on the Game of Thrones, Game of Sentai? Go ahead. I'm good here.
But overall, it was kind of interesting to see all three of them. And Himeno, she gets really angry because there's so many reasons for why she loves Scorpy and she hates Scorpy at the same time because of her parents. And having Gira say that they're not being controlled, she starts to go on into the next episode a very dark path. And she is the one who kind of breaks the god mode of our newly created Sixth Ranger.
Yeah, the honeymoon is over.
All I know is that was a really cool fight. And
Yeah.
watching her go all apeshit on him.
With the two swords and everything.
That was really awesome.
Well, the reason why she gets along so well with Scorpio is that they're both tsunderes.
Well, yes.
Again, I emphasize that we have a tsundere mech in a Sentai. How often does that happen? Although I don't know how the love triangle between Scorpy, Grasshopper, and Kabuto is going.
No, I'm not sure.
I think he wants me to let him into the toy room. I'm going to go do that.
No, he went downstairs.
Oh.
So he probably saw a bug.
And now we're really far away. I may have zoomed out too far. Oh, well.
You think?
Hello, Tina. Can you hear me?
But so this episode, we get a lot of backstory on Himeno, but also we get backstory on our now furry teddy yeti
Muffin.
Mofun-kun. Muffin. So we find out his origin story along with everyone.
But we also get Jeremy in the snowman prison, which, if anything says the honeymoon is over, it's a snowman. That's just cold. And that he's not guilty of the wrath of the gods because he was asleep. He was asleep during that time. He was having a 1-year nap. Where
he was on display as the corpse that wouldn't decay. Okay, all I think of is Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie.
Okay, then.
Because of the video for that, when I saw those old-timey pictures, I was like, oh my god, I hear Living Dead Girl in the background.
So that happened. I have to wonder, when he woke up, was there still a display around him?
I don't know. So this once again proves how much of an idiot he is. And I love him, by the way. He's an
Lovable
awesome character.
Idiot.
Yeah, he's like that idiot savant. Well, he once again is trying to tell people between the lines that he's not responsible for the fury of the gods. Rather than outright saying that to Himeno, he says, well, I don't, he basically goes around.
He talks around, and when pressed by Rita, he says, well, think of it as meditating. You were asleep. Yada.
And so his resolve to kind of reconcile the situation is to give the backstory of Muffin. And we have that going on. We also get the first awareness that Dabowski is not necessarily just double dealing everyone.
The big Dabowski.
Yes, he actually has a legitimate, well, we think at that moment in time, a very legitimate reason. And that is his sister, who is literally being Princess Peached right now.
Well, not nearly as much as Girai, because even in this episode, he got captured again. By the butler and the maidstaff again, which I'm starting to think he really just enjoys it. I think our Red Ranger is a sub. Speaking of sub, you should all sub to Kaiju no Kami and the Toku Anime News Network by hitting the subscribe button.
Thank you. Not the sub you were thinking about. If you know what that means, just subscribe.
Just subscribe. See, I was doing the context hoping they would read between the lines.
He doesn't want to be he doesn't want to dominate over you,
because in this relationship, he is the sub, I bet.
No.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Go on.
I'm not going into that.
What? I don't even know what you're even talking about anymore.
Oh, bless
I'm
your
just
precious
hearing
heart.
words.
You're so innocent.
So
I
innocent.
love you.
So innocent. He tries to act so hardcore, but he has the heart of a child.
Yeah.
And the mind of a newt. Anywho, I'm trying to think if we overlooked. Oh, yes, there was one thing I forgot. It was previous episode with the lie detector. Rewind to the lie detector.
So 2 episodes.
2 episodes. Rewind 2 episodes. Lie detector. Assistant gets electrocuted. He thinks
Shiroka.
Shiroka. Everyone's like he's dead. Rita gets a call. Is not happy with the news and gives one of her ahs, in which Shirotoku whatever wakes up. So it's like the Hulk waking up Iron Man at the end of Avengers. That is the power of their scream.
Yeah, their scream. But I honestly have to say, what Rita does, I need to make a gif of this, of how I feel when I'm working and somebody calls me disrupting my flow. Because their scream, because you probably hear me doing it like, ah! I do that all the time because I'm like, I just don't want to talk to you right now. So I need to make a gif of that.
We can help you with that. But either which way. Oh, also Rita gave us the best no spoilers context. But moving on, because
so yes, we get to the next episode, the last episode we watched, which has Dabowski's sister,
the big Dabowski sister,
where Jeremy finds out about her, goes to tell everyone about it in his own way, and they're like, yeah, okay, we don't care. Well, well, you're just gonna go on without the point. Okay, well, he has a sister.
Oh yeah, I had to say it. Just give us the direct without the subtext.
Yes, I love that.
And poor Jeremy, he just can't. He wants to be. Dabowski praised him sarcastically as a wordsmith creator, but Jeremy took it seriously. So he's very easy to.
Can I just say, as a person who likes creative things but is not as artistic or creative as either of you. I can write, I can do very creative things,
yes,
but not to the degree of you two.
Don't shortchange yourself.
No,
whatever,
that's not my intent.
Come on, be direct without the subtext.
The emotional range of a brick.
Yes. Well, I was going to say, as you two are more artsy, I'm actually surprised that you don't appreciate him as a character a lot more, because while you're not both for flowery words, he likes to spin a yarn and tell a story.
Well, the thing is, a story should entertain on the first pass. And if he's trying to get the point across, assuming people will double back for the subtext is rather arrogant of him.
I'm just waiting for one to say, shut up, Grandpa, no one wants to hear about your stupid war stories.
Also, I'm a fan of Death of the Author, so what the author intends isn't necessarily what the audience interprets.
Well, I will admit the one sad part, sadly going back, but seeing it with all these subsequent episodes when he mentions how family is so important is when he's talking about the 5 Rangers with the Guardian Shoe God.
Kings, yeah.
Kings. And then he turns the page to talk about the 6th one, and it's just a blank page.
He was expunged from history for a love affair with the enemy. There were many biological questions I shudder to consider.
I know, especially that the hand is the only thing, or the arm is the only thing that's
we don't know.
Here's more my thing. The mother is spider themed. Think about what spiders do to some of their male counterparts.
Well, that may be why he talks about his mom more.
Egads.
I don't know, legit.
But the father is alive as they seal his power with that face mask, and.
Well, yeah, she's not one of those partner-eating spiders.
No, but it's funny to consider. But then we get Mission Impossible. As in, it's impossible not to laugh at that disguise.
Oh, for Gira?
Especially because everybody had to give their own participation trophy with it. To the point where...
Well, Rita included thermal insulation in a bright sunny day. I'm amazed that Gira wasn't sweating profusely, leaving like a trail of water behind.
Well, I did, but yeah, there was. Well, then we had the one asshole guy trying to get a ride from him because he thinks he's a taxi.
Yes, this is the one MAGA supporter. So seeing, that's how I think of him. He is so mindlessly devoted to Rockley's. It's MAGA mentality to me. Now, there's some gratification in seeing the lady he's courting smack him with his own flowers for being late. But when the Bugnarok attack, he's gone. He's out of there, and she is just still throwing flowers at him, even as the Bugnarok are advancing. It's like, wow, dude is gonna be sleeping alone tonight.
But and then we have Gira gets up there and does his whole to the sister. I am here to steal you, and she starts screaming.
But what's funny is that he calls her like, woman, hey, Ksama, and then he drops that, hey, are you okay?
And so, once again, I get the best actor of the series, Rockley's, who, when he is talking to Jeremy and Dabowski, Jeremy, because he says, I want to have peace talks with Death and the Rock. I trust that as far as I can throw it, which I'm not going to be able to throw it very far. Jeremy says, fine, if I will help coordinate this, but my request is that you release Suzume, his sister. Dabowski is like, yes, that would be great. I would love to be able to have you do that. And Rockley's deadpan face is like, I would do that, but it's not my decision. We meet the sister, who is head over heels with an asshole.
So she claims.
Yeah, we find out a little bit otherwise. And Rockley's is like edged away, looking away like, oh my God, I don't want to be here anymore. God help me. Yeah. And I just love, the actor does such a good job playing this character, knowing he's evil, and then still playing, well, maybe not evil. There's a lot going on, but still playing him where he stays in character, and the only time he drops character is in the imaginations of these outlandish fantasies the rest of the characters have.
And let's see, then Bugnarok attack again, and this time it's a hyper-apologetic fly, which, given how annoying those damn things are, I would like it if they apologized more.
Thank you!
For dive bombing my head, making a bit of racket when I'm trying to sleep.
Wait, do they dive bomb your head?
It certainly feels that way.
Okay.
This is Red 5, I'm going in.
Red leader.
It's like they think my head's the Death Star or something. So,
Well, all I'm trying to picture is that flies in your home.
That's what I was
Go
thinking.
after your head.
Roger, Red Leader.
But okay, so then
Although-
you have them buzzing, keeping you up at night. How? Okay.
How loud are the flies in your
No.
place?
Do you have like a glass on your table that they fly into, and it's so hollow that it just makes all this noise?
my home can be very quiet, so even the smallest sound seems amplified. So as it dives upon my head, starting bombing around. Now I wish the follicles on my head could fire lasers.
Now I'm just thinking of that like that one commercial with the classical music that they do with the buzz sounds.
Oh yeah, the Fly of the Bumblebee.
Yes.
So I wish those little shits could actually apologize
Yeah,
to me.
because apparently they attack it.
They attack my brain.
Hey.
They keep going.
I did like the Water Strider monster.
Oh yes, we forgot to talk about him.
He was cool.
The old
It
man.
was the kung fu themed. That was pretty cool.
But we were genuinely asking what kind of bug is he until
You looked it up.
you looked it up. But then the fight on
The fight was like pretty like, oh, water. Even though I still probably wouldn't have gotten it, I will admit.
but now we get this now fighting the goddamn fly who was probably aiming for my head as we speak. We finally get Spider God Tarantula's night transformation with a pretty awesome faceplate.
Actually looked like a transformer.
I am Optimus Prime.
I am Tarantulas.
Which one? Yeah, I guess he would terrorize, but whom exactly? He's like the heroic spider.
Well, I did like the fact that you had the battle between the spider and the fly because of the old.
And it was all swinging around.
But the only complaint I have at this moment, because of the fact that Gira has to stay dead for I don't know how much longer, so he's gonna just be like thrown between other nations for the remainder of this.
With pinball sound effects as he falls.
But is because since he's not there to be the main attraction, which it's nice to kind of divvy it up, but so like this episode, Jeremy didn't fight at all except for the mech battle.
Well, we haven't seen King-Ohger in at least 5 episodes now.
Well, and I think that's because since Gira's dead, he can't
Summon it. But we can't keep it under wraps. I figure next episode might reveal the Knight merging with the 3 Greater Guardians to form a new mech.
Oh, I do like
I
the
would-
centipede buzz.
Oh yeah, geez. I mean, we're getting Gears of War up in
Chainsaw.
here.
I actually thought of Ash,
Groovy.
like seeing it, and I'm like, oh my god, this would be so cool. But so I'm not a huge fan of bugs. Spiders and scorpions are fine because they're not bugs, they're arachnids.
I don't know. Scorpions freak me the fuck. Look, I saw Honey, We Shrunk the Kids, and that scorpion was damn terrifying. I have never cried for an ant, except that day.
But
what I was gonna say,
Wept tears.
I've seen the movie. I even saw the second one.
And then a fly dived by
which
me.
second one?
Honey, I blew up the baby.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 2?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids too, and Honey, I Blew Up the Baby.
I thought that. Okay. Well,
No, there's 3 of them.
tangents. I thought there was Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
There's that one too.
Oh yes, there is. So there are 4 of them,
Oh Lord.
and the television show.
Okay.
But anyways,
We're okay.
but I actually never cried. So, well, I've cried, but not that movie.
Crocodile tears. Crocodile.
But now I've completely lost my damn thought.
But was it buzzing around?
Oh no, you thought of Ash. with the chainsaw
Well,
centipede.
okay, so while I'm not a huge fan of bugs, centipedes and millipedes to me are actually really cool looking.
Mm.
Well, I don't think we'll get the full combination next episode. I think we'll get to see what the cicada looks like attached to the spider.
Ah, there you go.
And then we'll have the full combo.
Now, it's worth noting, since there was cicada shoe gods who, demi-shoe gods? I'm not sure.
Yeah, yes.
They attacked. From what little I saw of the cicada, its eyes were pure green, whereas the one in Himeno's flashback had this spiral magenta lines as if it were hypnotized.
Well,
Hypno cicada.
now, are cicadas like not a Japanese version, I'm not trying to put it like that, but I know they're popular, they're not popular, they're big in Japan. But anyways, are they like locusts in a way?
Yeah, they can be.
Oh, okay.
And they only live for a short time.
But if they're in large enough numbers, they can scour, I bet.
Well, that's why I was wondering, because the way they're making it seem, it kind of really reminded me of like one of the 7 plagues.
Yeah.
So, which you should know if you've seen the Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser.
Obviously.
But
Or Prince of Egypt.
Or Dr. Phoebus?
Oh, Fibes.
The abominable Dr. Phoebus?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say there was that...
Or you read the Bible.
I think that's a step too far. What about the 10 Commandments? The movie.
Oh, with Charlton Heston, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, you saw that?
I have these 15 commandments.
He's never seen the 10 Commandments. Okay.
I've seen the one with the 15 commandments.
The History of the World Part 1.
Oh, yes. That is right.
Honey.
Why would I watch the 10 Commandments?
Uncultured. Because it was the biggest movie of its time?
If I want to be bored.
No, it's actually an incredibly well done movie.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, raised by an atheist.
So you don't need to be a believer to say, hey, that kicked ass.
Raised by an atheist who refused to watch anything related to religion.
I did watch the Mel Gibson Jesus movie.
You watched that with me! I met your mother!
Okay, whatever.
Oh, we're into your mama territory now. Your mama's so spidery, she gave birth to Jeremy. Look, I'm trying to come up with something here.
Just watch the Key and Peele Yo Mama skit.
Oh, there we go.
But-
so, moving hastily on. So, and then at the end we get that maybe this whole lovey-dovey thing is just an act, as the sister has a katana handy, which means that everything they said so far, other than being worried for sister's safety, was a lie. And they are playing the long game, even saying that Tofu will be a vassal state to Shugadam.
Mm-hmm. I really, so... Rockley's is too young to have been responsible.
No, but the wrath of the gods shaped everyone, including him.
Exactly.
So makes me wonder. And in a series where clearly everyone is being less than true, or at least less than upfront about who they are, why should Rockley's be transparently evil?
It's going to actually be one of Rockley's...
Perhaps his father.
No, it's going to be one of his servants.
That did it?
Yep.
Maybe.
I have a feeling it's going to be the more slender of the two, because he just profiling, he just seems more evil.
We're talking follicle profiling, or
anyway,
honey, you need to finish soon.
What? Oh yes, let's get this on the camera too. Actually, I'll just get this on my phone.
No, we're good.
You're good.
No, we need to finish this so you
we
can
are
go.
finished.
Okay, so what did you guys think of these episodes of King-Ohger? Let me know in the comments. Click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube has you clicking in to support us. You can support me and Krillika on Twitter and Patreon, Toku AAN Network, And then on Facebook.
Is Patreon now?
Yes.
Oh.
Instagram and Discord at Kaiju no Kami. And then the website is creativitybydesignllc.com. You can buy cool Kaiju no Kami merchandise at creativitybydesignllc.com/shop. Or there's a link in the description below.
And if you want to support Silver Quill, you can do so
Don't support
on YouTube or on Ko-fi, DeviantArt, or Twitter at MLP_SilverQuill. And it's Ko-fi, not coffee for some reason. Even
Coffee break!
But make sure if you look up the term after the fact that you do so with Silver Quill, only because if you do after the fact on its own, you will find a news program.
Oh, there we go.
With that said, thank you very much for joining us, and if you want to see more cat content, we can certainly do that as well, because YouTube doesn't have enough. With that said, bye!
Okay.